Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. What?
One drop of honey makes a world of difference. One drop of honey makes learning sweet. Add one drop of honey to Talmud Torah, and you've got a team that can't be beat. All starts with the children. Open minds and smiling faces.
Very often, we have faith in the other. Our faith is so deep that we believe that if the light shines in just the right way, that they will come around, that they will compromise, that they will see our side. And all too often, we find ourselves stuck because the light doesn't shine. They don't see our side. They don't come around. I'm not suggesting that we're right and they're wrong, that they have to see the correct way, but I am suggesting that in order to get anything done in this world, you have to recognize when you're being fooled. You have to recognize when things will not change. You have to know when you're being beaten. So this week's Parshat Balak. Bilam is called by King Balak of Moab to curse the Jews. He gets on his donkey and they start off. The only problem is God takes the angel of death and puts it right in front of the donkey. The donkey, of course, seeing the angel of death, seeing the sword, the flaming sword, doesn't want to get killed, so it veers off this way and it veers off that way. Balak doesn't see what's happening. Bilam doesn't see what's happening. He can't see the angel, so he starts hitting the donkey. And the donkey doesn't want to get hit by the flaming sword, so he veers off this way and veers off this way, and then it smushes Bilam's leg into the fence, and Bilam is beating the donkey, and finally, God opens the donkey's mouth. The donkey turns around and says, "Can you stop hitting me, please?" The donkey realized that this behavior was not going to change. The donkey knew it. Wisdom from a talking ass recognized that Bilam's behavior was not going to change. The donkey had to do something drastic. It had to open its mouth and talk, a talking donkey, to get his attention. When I look at the world around me, I sometimes feel like we are a donkey, that we are being beaten, and we don't have the courage. We don't have the bravery, we don't have the chutzpah maybe to say, "Stop hitting me." When I look at the political situation in America, I see the Democrats and Barack Obama, who I supported, constantly trying to negotiate and compromise with the Republicans who clearly have no interest in negotiating. Stop! Stop being beaten. Do something different. I think about the situation in the Middle East. Israelis who time after time come to the negotiating table wanting to find a compromise, a two-state solution, whatever it takes, and time after time are rejected by the Arab world. Stop letting yourselves be beaten. You need to find a different path. You need to open your mouth perhaps and say, "Stop beating me. Stop fooling me. I'm not going to fall for your tricks anymore. I know what you're doing. I know this pattern, and I'm not going to sit here like an ass and take it." Literally. Now you're saying to yourself, "But David, you're the peacenik. You're the idealist." I am. I think perhaps I'm also becoming a bit of a realist as well. Idealism only exists if it's based in something that is not only imaginable, but available. Something that I can grasp onto, something that I can believe is attainable. And if I sit and I keep taking the tricks one after the other and I never cue into what's going on, if I keep getting beaten time after time again, if I keep believing people who clearly do not want to work with me, if I keep voting for people who clearly have no interest in compromise, if I keep believing people who clearly have no interest in peaceful negotiations, where does that leave me? I'm not sure that I know yet how to be both an idealist and a realist. But I do know one thing. I'm tired of feeling like an ass being beaten. Until next time, Lehitraot.